Brothers, sisters, ready? Come. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi
أعوذ
wabarakatuh.
بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم. Alhamdulillah, we praise Allah for having guided us to Islam. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was the one who, alhamdulillah, even though we know there are a lot of the situations in Palestine is really quite bad, but alhamdulillah, there's always a silver lining, which is what is the silver lining?
People are getting exposed to Islam.
People are a lot of people getting exposed to Islam, right? Remember, I posted to you the video of the sister, and subhanallah, she was just picking up the Quran only about a few weeks ago, right? Her name was, what's her name? Megan Rice, yeah? And I was so shocked. It was 13 days ago that she took Shahada. So that means within 2 weeks, completely different.
I saw a video of her giving a speech. I thought she was giving a khutbah.
Oh, really?
Did you see the video?
No. I think, brothers, is about our love for the Deen, love of the Quran, right? I think Abdul Aziz, you, me, Akram, Usama, and all of us who were born as a Muslim, our perception of Islam is a bit different from Iman, Kestas, Charlie, all right, and of course, Tariq. I also got this American, and of course Ayub. That is a bit different. Can you relate to the passion Tariq about the sister? Yes. How she felt so excited. Every word, every verses in the Quran, she hold on to very dearly. She would ponder, right? She would, oh, really? And she was, whereas you and I, when we read the Quran, it's a bit different, isn't it? Right? When we read the Quran, it's okay, just read. For them, they actually, oh, she was talking, there are 4 rivers. Oh, rivers of honey, rivers, and she was so excited. And this is how we should try and look at ourselves. How much does the Quran affect our lives? Are the Quran affecting our lives, or is just a duty for us? I have to read the Quran 10 pages a day. There's a lot of difference. Because if you want Allah to love us and to guide us, there must surely be a little bit of more passion when we read the Quran, inshallah. Yeah. So yesterday's what did we discuss yesterday?
The conversation of Ashab al-Nar.
Yes, the conversations of people in hellfire. I always remember, all right. Prophet Muhammad said that the case says that the tears of the people of hellfire will be so much tears that a sheep, not S-H-E-E-P, but S-H-I-P, is able to sail through. And after the tears finished, what will come? Blood in hellfire. Yeah. But today, inshallah, Ayman, it is a different story. It is something in which all of us are hoping to attain, correct? That is why we are working hard. Some of us are praying tahajjud, some of us are memorizing the Quran, alhamdulillah. Some of us are working hard to please Allah, right? Because at the end of the day, what is the purpose, Akram? Why are we doing all this? Yeah, but why? That's the ultimate destination, right? Eventually, of course, who doesn't want to see Allah? Yeah. I honestly, in preparing the talk yesterday, I was in tears because perhaps I may not be given the opportunity to enter Jannah. Because nobody is guaranteed free. And if you don't enter Jannah, you have lost the opportunity to meet Allah. As simple as that. So this is something that all of us, yeah. There is a reason why we are always reminded we are only in this world for a short time. Right? Can you imagine there was one person in Central Mosque some years back who was asking the question, what would we do in paradise? It's so boring. And this is actually a real question, and everyone was so shocked by the question itself. Yeah? Because at the end of the day, there are just two routes. Agree? There's no third route. Either paradise or hellfire. Is a choice up to us in general? Yes, of course, we're given freedom of choice. Whether you want to be in Soho, Iman, or you want to be in the mosque. There is a mosque in Soho, right?
Yes.
There is Islamic Center in Soho.
Only knows.
Yeah, it's 3 levels, 3 or 4 levels. Alhamdulillah, that's quite good.
Only knows the other one.
Sorry? It's open, yes. Many years. No, not that one. That is not built yet, right? But this is already ready for so many years, right? So doesn't mean Soho you're doing nothing. There's a mosque there.
A mosque there?
Yes, in Soho.
I don't go there, so that's the one. That's the one Iman goes.
No,
to.
I used to work in Leicester Square, so I know all these places. Yeah. So it is important that all of us literally understand, yeah, that about the routes that we have to take in order for us to enter Jannah, right? But of course, in order to enter Jannah, there are two routes: direct route or indirect route, right? Charlie, which one do you prefer? You want to prefer if you want to go to Dubai, get Emirates, or get a Somalian Airlines, which will go Somalia first?
I think there's no Somalia.
There is one. Of course there is. There is, but you have to go transit by. What is the capital? Mogadishu first. Which one do you prefer? Emirates, of course. And this is important, right? That because, like it or not, there will be some Muslims who will not be forgiven of their sins, for whatever reasons, only Allah knows best. That means literally we'll have to go into hellfire to be purified. Yeah, remember our entry to Jannah will not, we must not have any impurities, right? So if Usama and Akram had any dispute in this life, and somehow or other you said you forgive but you do not forget, that means technically you have not forgiven. After 50,000 years of the journey to clear all the hurdles leading to the last stage, the last thing that you want to do is to have another test. We just want to enter Jannah immediately, correct? But there are people who will be prevented from entering Jannah because of dispute. Yeah? So it's important that you and I will have to, as far as we can, to resolve the dispute in this world. Yeah? Because you cannot enter Jannah if you have any dispute with anybody. Yeah? Abu Hurairah anhu reported that the Messenger of Allah said, I have prepared for my righteous servants what no eyes has seen and no ear has heard, nor has it occurred to the human heart. Then recite, if you wish, which surah is this? Surah number 32, verse number 17. فَلَا تَعْلَمُ نَفْسٌ مَا أُخْفِيَ لَهُمْ مِنْ قُرَّةِ أَعْيُنٍ جَزَاءً بِمَا كَانُوا يَعْمَلُونَ. And no soul knows what that has been hidden for them of comfort of the eyes as reward for what they used to do. Right? Muhammad, we think that the apple that we will get in Jannah is equivalent to the apple that you bought in Tesco. But it's completely different, right? Even the rivers is unlike the rivers in Is there a river in Yemen? All right.
No, just desert.
Somalia?
Yes, yeah.
River?
Two.
Which is the biggest river? Juba. Water is clear or brown?
It depends what time. The raining time is like murky. So
Yes.
it comes from
The mountains, yes. But in Jannah, there are 4 rivers, right? Rivers of water, rivers of milk, which will never turn bad, rivers of wine, which will never make you intoxicated, right? And last one, rivers of honey, right? So these 4 rivers is Surah number 47. Yep. So a lot of things that we think that we know what it is very different when we enter Jannah. What is the first food that we're going to eat on the day in Jannah? A liver lobe of a fish. You like fish?
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah. Because somebody was asking, why do we don't like fish? You will like whatever is in Jannah, for sure. Okay, of course, Abdul Aziz is an option, right? Either a fish or the pass and the zakum in hellfire. Which one? Yes, in which a drop of zakum casters, if the zakum was dropped on the earth, the whole earth will be destroyed. Zakum is one of the fruits at the bottom of hellfire.
It's not the shape of like a face.
Yeah, you mentioned one of the person's name.
You never know that. So what is?
It's face of one of the people who was described in one of the hadith. It's given one person, I don't know who the person is, in the time of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
Is that about Zakum?
Yeah, Zakum.
It's in the Quran. It says, كأمثال رؤوس الشياطين.
Yeah. No, even as the face is described by one of the person who was. Yeah. Okay. Now, in the hadith from Bukhari, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, narrated by Sahel bin Sa'ad, that a place in paradise, the size of a lash, right, is even better than the whole world and whatever is in it. Right? So this is better than everything in Morocco, including your mountains. Yeah. That's a small thing in paradise. And this is something in which, subhanAllah, something to look forward to. Yeah? And we discussed before, brothers, why are there so many descriptions of rivers, shade in the Quran? Not just that.
Because in the time of the Prophet Muhammad,
Because in your country, right, today there's no rivers, fake trees today, right? They just planted fake, man-made in a sense, right? It's not natural. Right, because of course it's all desert. Yeah, and what better way to? Oh, you have to know, brothers. In those days, there's no Facebook, there's no Instagram, there's no internet, there's no TV, nothing at all. All they know are the things that are surrounding them, which is there's no trees, so there's no shade, there's no rivers. Can't imagine for them about a place full of greens. Yeah, and therefore, in order to motivate them. All the incentives is about all this, trees, shade, rivers, yeah? In order to make sure that they understand, even for the women, what happened in those days? What did they do? No. In the sense that what did they do in the Quraysh, before Islam came?
They were killing the daughter.
No, but with the woman, a lot of illegal sexual intercourse, isn't it true? And a lot of them, they even doing tawaf naked around the Kaaba, right? So that's why Islam came, right, and said, well, to limit the number of people you can legally marry in Islam, right, which is 4. Yeah. So everything that the Quran made is to ensure that those people are able to understand about the motivations that people get. Because if you control now, what will you get in Jannah?
Get better.
Right? And not only that, if you know from the hadith, right? How can your wife not be jealous in Jannah?
She will be
most beautiful woman, right?
Even though you're the most beautiful woman, you still be jealous.
For me.
No, you.
See.
Charlie is the only one who's married here. Well, women are very jealous, right? Sorry, I always forget it's American. Tariq. But women are very jealous, right? So Tariq, the question is, how come in Jannah the women are not jealous of the Hur Ain?
Yeah, jealousy has been removed. There's
No, not just that.
no reason to be jealous. They're in heaven, they're in Jannah.
I know, but not just that. What else?
Was it not that their hearts have changed to purify?
Yeah, but still.
They've been chosen by the husband.
I think like
Now your soul can be in different places at the same time.
yeah, but the wife will not be.
And not only that, so you wouldn't know. So from one corner is about 60 miles. Right? So your wife wouldn't miss you because according to your wife, you will always be there. Right? So this is quite important for us to realize this. So all I'm trying to say, right? The Quran motivates you and me to be patient, right? Make sure whatever things you do not do zina. Yeah, not only that, wala taqrabu zina, do not come even near zina. And the reward is tremendous in the hereafter, inshallah. Right?
1732.
What's that? Wala taqrabu zina, yes, alhamdulillah. Okay. Now let's talk about the conversations of the people in paradise. First of all, are the greetings of people in paradise, as opposed to the greetings of people in hellfire, which we discussed yesterday, right? Turn to Surah number 35, verse number 34 to 35.
34, 35.
35.
وقال الحمد لله.
Yes. وقالوا الحمد لله الذي أذهب عنا الحزن إن ربنا لغفور شكور الذي أحلنا دار المقامة من فضله لا يمسنا فيها نصب ولا يمسنا فيها لغوب. And they will say, all the praises and thanks be to Allah, who has removed from us grief. Verily, our Lord is indeed often forgiving, most ready to appreciate, who out of His grace has lodged us in a home that will last forever. Their toil or tiredness will not touch us, nor weariness will touch us. And so this is the greetings. Another thing that you will always say, Surah number 7, verse number 43, Alhamdulillah هدانا لهذا وما كنا لنهتدي لولا أن هدانا الله. You praise Allah who has guided us to this place, because if not for Allah's guidance, all of us will not be to this place. So all these are the things that Allah has informed us in the Quran regarding the praise that we have, or the people would say upon being shown Jannah. Upon death, where is the first clue that you will enter Jannah, inshallah? Not during in the Barzakh, is it?
Yeah, in the Barzakh.
What happened?
I think if you will enter Jannah, on the right side, a window will be shown for you, and like a nice man will be shown for you.
Yeah, so a windows will be shown to us, in our Barzakh, place of resting. Yeah, that is the first sign that inshallah we will be entering paradise. But why, after the trumpet is blown, why would people will still say, Ya nafsi nafsi? Why are they so scared?
All it takes is someone to come.
Because, sorry?
All it takes is someone to come and they have something against you, and all things go into dust.
Yeah, because at the end of the day also there is that the horror of the day of judgment made even the prophets forget. Even the prophets say, Ya nafsi nafsi. Yeah, except Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam who say, Ya ummati, ya ummati, oh my nation, my nation. Yeah.
When you say windows, do you mean?
Well, of course, we do not know exactly what windows mean. Windows means just like a place beside you that you can see that your place, your home in Jannah. And every day, and of course, the smell and the wind all will come to you. That every day, what would you do in Barzakh?
Ask Allah
as the angels, when is the day of judgment? Because you want to go to the place. What the angels answered? Be patient. It will come soon. Yeah? Whereas on opposite side, a person when promised hellfire, the windows of hellfire, plus including the heat, will all come to you and you will feel everything. Yeah? So it's completely different. Yeah? So this is the greetings of people in paradise. The receptions of people so this is what the people of paradise would say. How about the people who the angels will say to you in Surah number Al-Zumar, verse number 73. وَسِيقَ الَّذِينَ اتَّقَوْا رَبَّهُمْ إِلَى الْجَنَّةِ زُمَرًا حَتَّى إِذَا جَاءُوهَا وَفُتِحَتْ أَبْوَابُهَا وَقَالَ خَزَنَتُهَا سَلَامٌ عَلَيْكُمْ طِبْتُمْ فَادْخُلُوهَا خَالِدِينَ. And those who feared their Lord will be led to the gardens in crowds until, behold, they arrive there. His gates will be opened and his keepers will say, peace be upon you, well done. So enter it, abiding in it eternally. Az-Zumar, verse number 73. Yeah. In Surah number Ra'd 13, verse number 22 to 24. جنات عدن يدخلونها ومن صلح من آبائهم وأزواجهم وذرياتهم والملائكة يدخلون عليهم من كل باب بسم سلام عليكم بما صبرتم فنعم عقبى الدار. The gardens of perpetual bliss, they shall enter them as well as the righteous among their fathers, their spouses, and their offspring. Angels shall enter unto them from every gate. Peace upon you for what you have endured in patience. Now, how excellent is the final home. Right? So these are the greetings or your receptions you receive, inshallah, for all of us who will be entering Jannah. Yeah. Will there be a conversation between the people of Jannah and the people in Hellfire? What would they say? Yes. All right. Many things. Yeah.
The promise of Allah, like when they ask, we have found our what Allah promised us. Have
Yes.
you found what the Shaitan promised you? And then they will say yes. And
yes. So let's look at Surah number 7 first, number 44. Memorize, right? ونادى أصحاب قالوا نعم. Yep, the dwellers of paradise will call out to the dwellers of fire. We have indeed found true what our Lord has promised us. Have you found true what your Lord has promised? Or the warnings? They, that means the people of hellfire, will say yes. Then a cry will proclaim between them, the curse of Allah is on the zalimun, yeah, which are the wrongdoers and the polytheists. Yeah. So all this has been informed us in the Quran. Yeah. As you said, Akram, in Surah number 7, verse number 50. 750. وَنَادَى مِنَ الْمَاءِ Inna Allah. Yes. And the dwellers of fire will call on the dwellers of paradise. Pour on us some water or anything that Allah has provided you with. They will say both water and provision Allah has forbidden to the disbelievers. Okay. So these are the conversations with people of the hellfire and people of the paradise. Conversation among the people of paradise. Now, how many levels of paradise? Can they see each other? Only on Fridays. In the market. Right? What happened every Friday?
There is a market and there's
Shopping? Red Friday. What happened? Okay, so there are 100 levels, right?
Yeah.
Number 1, number 100 is Jannatul Firdaus. Yeah. So as far as I remember, the one on the top can go to the bottom, but the bottom cannot go to up. Fair, isn't it? How Muhammad? How far is it from one level to another?
100 levels.
Like the moon.
No, from one level to from level 1 to level 2. Yeah, you're almost correct. Like the stars you see on the sky, the stars, that is the difference in the one level. Only one level, not all the levels, one level. Right? So it's very hard.
Yeah. It's not from the sky.
Yeah, the difference between one level in Jannah, 1 and 2, 2 and 3 is that how high it is from the stars you see in the sky. Yeah. So what happened every Friday when we meet in the market? What will we compliment each other? I've never seen you more beautiful. Right? Sorry? Every week we comment about each other. Right? So Abdullah, you'll be much more beautiful than you were today. Right? And all of us will be inshallah 33 years old, right? Right? So most of you are not even 30. So you do not know how beautiful you get when you are 33, right? Guess that's how old are you now? Okay, 4 more years. So still not the best of your looks now. You get better, inshallah, right? So 33 is our age, inshallah. Yeah. Why are we more beautiful, Ayman, as every week goes by? On Fridays, on Jannah, yes. We're going to see Allah every Friday. There will be a meeting, right? Some of us will be sitting on the throne. All of us will be there, right? On the throne. Some people will be sitting on the stool. Some people will sit on the floor. Yeah? And when Allah come, we had this conversation with Allah. The light of Allah will shine into all of us. And this is, subhanAllah, something we should look forward to, right? I mean, that's why I was crying yesterday because I can't imagine that life without looking at Allah. We work hard all this time, right? Alhamdulillah. So not looking at Allah for whatever reasons is very depressing at this stage of our life. Yeah. Now, this is interesting. In Surah number 52, verse number 23 to 25, I think. Yes. وَأَقْبَلَ بَعْضُهُمْ عَلَى بَعْضٍ يَتَسَاءَلُونَ. Continue. Yeah. Yes, and some of them draw near to others, questioning, saying, aforetime we were afraid with our families from the punishment of Allah. But Allah has been gracious to us and has saved us from the torment of the fire. Verily we used to invoke Him before. Verily He is Al-Bar. Al-Bar. What is Al-Bar? Very generous, courteous, very subtle. Yet Al-Bar, and the most merciful. Yeah. So we are going to talk with each other about our lives in this world, how much we have read the Hajj. Is it true? How much we have memorized the Quran, right? How much we have worshipped Allah. Yeah. All these, yeah, we'll be talking to one another. Yeah. How many of us are late all the time, or never come, right? All these things are, Abdulaziz? I didn't say that. Right? Now, what will be said to the people of paradise? Right? In Surah number 77, verse number 41, Innal muttaqina fi dhilalin wa uyun, wa fawakiha mimma yashtahun, kulu washrabu hani'an bima kuntum ta'malun, inna kadhalika najzil muhsinin. And as for the righteous, they shall be amid cool shades and spring and fruits, all that they desire. Yeah, so this is important, brothers and sisters, all of us, right? The fact that where was the Quran revealed? In Saudi Arabia, right? Which there's no water, there's no hardly rain. Yet, subhanAllah, when we were there, right? Usama, it was everything. It was thunder, it was lightning, right? My wife almost fell down on the floor. It was so slippery, and you were doing your sujud, right? On the puddle of water, of course. The Pakistanis will do all this. in Bangladesh too. Sorry?
I have a question.
Yes.
How often does it rain?
Once on my country is kind
Once a year, when I was there, but now I think,
yeah. Not often.
yeah.
Not often.
Did you see what happened?
Like
Did you see what happened?
once each 3 months, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me show you what happened. It became green
Why green?
because of there was so much rain that it became green.
Oh, subhanAllah.
Yeah. Alright.
Yeah, alhamdulillah. But it's going to their judgment in the time, because what is the sound of their judgment? The sound will be green.
Yeah, and I would come in like I think that is
Sorry?
They're only working on. Yeah, they're building. They create clouds.
Yeah. Now, but this is one of my favorite parts. Conversations with Allah, number 6. So we have a lot of conversations with each other, with people of hellfire, with the angels and all this, but this is the favorite part, right? Because surely you want to hear Allah's voice. Right? So the best reward is paradise, and even more is looking upon His face. Explained by Messenger of Allah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam in hadith narrated by Muslim from Suhaib, may Allah be pleased with him, according to the Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, said, when the people of paradise enter paradise, Allah will say, do you want anything more? Yeah. They will say, have you not brightened our faces, admitted into paradise, and saved us from hell? So these are the things in which all of us will ask, right? You can also say, you want more? I said, one more? We are in paradise, it's only your blessings. Right? And then Allah would, what will Allah do? Lift up the veil, right? And they will not have seen anything dearer to them than looking upon their Lord, right? And may He be glorified and exalted. This is what is meant by even more, right? This in Surah Yunus, verse number 10, Surah number 10, verse number 26. What is it? لِلَّذِينَ أَحْسَنُوا الْحُسْنَى وَزِيَادَةٌ. For those who have done good is the best reward and even more. Right? So, brothers, that is why it's important for us to understand the tafsir, correct? Because if you don't know the tafsir, how do you know what is even more means? Right? So from the tafsir, you did read it, Ibn Kathir, they would write down the hadith. Even more means that inshallah we'll be able to look in Allah's face. Iman, what would you do if you look at Allah's face? I think I would say that Iman, of course, finally. And after all the, because sometimes imagine you have talking to someone over the phone. You have to remember in those days, right? Like this, when I was younger, it was in the 1970s. There's no such thing as mobile phones, nothing at all. I even have a pen pal in America, which is Yahoo, but so my father was very angry. But we had, and we write letters. Every time I would wait for the letters from this person to America, and this is how it is. No random. In those days, there's a thing such as a pen pal. A pen pal means a friend from overseas. Just write and all in those days, right? And even before all these new mobile phones come, you cannot see the face, right? Right. But and imagine if we are cousins from overseas, from Bangladesh or Somalia, from Somalia, right? For example, even in Saudi, you have cousin Saudi, right? You can just talk over the phone. You always want to see the face, always. Is it true? Yeah. Now we have been doing our tahajjud, alhamdulillah, our salah. If you want to talk to Allah, what do we do? You pray. If you want Allah to talk to you, you read the Quran. But still, you do not know how He looks like. And finally, inshallah, we get the opportunity. This is a huge thing. How clear would Allah's face be?
Like the moon.
Yes, very, very clear light. Not like the moon in London, right? Sorry? Tonight, alhamdulillah, right? But moon in Saudi perhaps, right? Very clear, right? No clouds. Good. So this is important, yeah, that we're going to have this conversation with Allah. Yeah? In Surah number 52, verse number 17 to 19, إِنَّ الْمُتَّقِينَ فِي جَنَّاتٍ وَنَعِيمٍ
peaceful.
Yes. Kulu. Yes, as for the righteous, they will be in gardens and feel happiness, enjoying what their Lord has given them. And their Lord had already prevented them from the penalty of the fire. And it will be said to them, eat and drink with satisfaction because of what you used to do. Yes.
Is it is everyone going to be able to see Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's face in Jannah?
Yeah, doesn't matter what level you are.
Does not.
Yes.
Every day.
Yes, every day. The conversation is not only on Friday. So the minutes course can be every day.
I thought like people the high levels they see Allah more.
Allah knows best. But I know everybody can, it's not restricted to Friday, it can be in any days, inshallah. Yeah. But of course, yeah, if you who will be in level 1, for example? Allah's given us the example in the hadith. Yes, what happened to them?
The man comes up to the
And
they still have the marks.
yeah, not bad, because they were with the words and again they were engraved in the forehead, those sealed by Allah. Yes. And what happened? In a long hadith, it's a long hadith.
So they can't go up, but people can come down to
No, but before they enter, what happened?
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to give him the like of his dunya plus 10.
Yeah, but before that, yeah, so he made a lot of promises to Allah, right? Then Allah, every time he will make a promise, and Allah said, didn't you say you're only going to stand here? And then in the end, it becomes closer and closer. First with 3 first, right? And it becomes closer, and eventually you make dua to Allah, allow you to enter Jannah. And Allah would allow you to enter Jannah. Yeah, it's a beautiful hadith. Right? And even at the door, what would he say? Ya Allah, I cannot enter, it's full. Right? 3 times, and Allah would be smiling. And this is when, after the hadith came about, you get more than 10 times more than what you have on the earth. Yeah, so this long hadith, this beautiful hadith, you have conversations between the last person. Is level number 1. Yeah? Yes.
Since he's the last person to enter Jannah, that means he enters Jannah.
Yes, so after that, there will be no more saving. Yeah. Last person. Yeah. Yeah, so all this, I will post it to you, inshallah, about this long hadith regarding what we discussed. Yeah. Okay. Two pages. I don't know. Okay. Any questions so far? Yeah.
So is it 10 times? Because I had this different ratio.
10 times. Yes. Well,
I think it's 15.
it doesn't matter, it's true. As long as you're in paradise, alhamdulillah. Don't need to be so calculative. Yeah. Now the question is, after we hear all this, is it to enter Jannah?
No.
Why? I know, but why is it difficult?
You said the first price of Allah.
So many.
No, it's in the Quran.
Is it because we rely on Allah's mercy to enter, not on our actions?
It is, but Allah did say, right? Am hasibatum an tadkhulul jannata wa lamma ya'tiyannakum wa lamma ya'tikum mathalul ladina khala min qablikum masaskumul ba'sa wa dar wa zuzul hatta yaqula rasulullah wal ladina amanu ma'ahu mata nasrullah ala inna nasrullahi qarib. Right? Allah warned us. Do you think that you will enter paradise without such trials as came to those who passed away before you? They were afflicted with severe poverty. Anyone of us had severe poverty? Iman? Charlie? We had not had that test yet. And with severe ailments. Anybody has severe ailments, Abdullah? Severe sickness? No. Right? So we haven't even come close to what some people had suffered in the past. Yeah? And they were so shaken that even the Messenger ﷺ and those who believed along with him said, when will come the help of Allah? And Allah said, yes, the help of Allah is near. Right? So this is something we do need to think about, what I call it, about how to how difficult it is to enter Jannah. Yes.
Sorry, Ustad. It reminds you know when you mentioned how the generations before us they suffered, the Prophet ﷺ and the companions, and
Yes.
they suffered so much. It reminds you of the last verse of Surah Al-Baqarah, where you're praying, you say, Allah, make us not suffer what the people suffered before. So Allah is answering our dua when you have so you never suffer.
Yeah. Which verse is that?
Last two verses.
285, yeah, and 286, yeah. Now, so how, okay, Abdul Aziz, so knowing all this, right, how to ensure that we enter Jannah? Because at the end of the day, you were there yesterday, right? Some people were late, right? But some people were there to hear the talk. It's a huge difference, brothers. The conversations between, yesterday was people in hellfire, and today the conversation in people in paradise. It's a huge difference, right? So what should we do now, firstly? Abaziz? First of all, seek knowledge. On what? Before that, Tawheed. I can't imagine yesterday, right? Somebody took Shahada in July. Were you there yesterday?
Yes.
And the first thing I asked, right? So what is Tawheed? Completely no clue. That is not acceptable, brothers. If you decide to help a brother in Islam, surely you must make sure that he knows Tawheed. It's absolutely important because chances are that when a person doesn't know any Tawheed, perhaps, right, at the cup, people may follow your culture, right? Tawiz, right? Perhaps some people will go up the mountains. I think it's okay, right?
Some people go on Ashura.
And people, you know, right? Muhammad and Usama, right? When people went in Medina, you were there a few times. How they make dua facing the Prophet Muhammad's grave, right? And all these kind of things will not happen if you understand Tawheed. Agreed? Right? People are worshipping graves, even in my culture. Yeah. So many things will go wrong if we don't understand about Tawheed. Okay, just as a brief summary, Tawheed, the first one, you must understand is Tawheed al-Rububiyyah. Rububiyyah must come first. Did the Quraysh believe in Rububiyyah? Yes, they believe, right? If you read the tafsir about, for example, Surah Al-Fil, yeah, when the Abrah, yeah, the elephants came, right? At that point of time, they didn't believe at all that the idols can help them. They worship only Allah, right? So they understood that the one who protect them must be their Rabb. Right? So this is important because you need, okay, this is where you do need to know a little bit about other cultures, right? Not to discriminate, right? For example, the Chinese, they believe about the red being a lucky color, right? Red being lucky color, right? They believe about the number 13 is an unlucky number.
Isn't it 12?
Sorry?
Isn't it
12? That's in Yemen. Chinese and others live in Friday the 13th, remember? People associate Friday the 13th, right? People believe in, for example, even the Muslims, right? Making the Quran to protect the house. You put the Quranic verses in the houses, to protect them, right? Right, Al-Fasi? Right? So all these things is part of Rububiyyah. People, did you believe in horoscopes? Well, Alhamdulillah, good answer.
You passed the test.
You passed the test. He was asking, what's that? Horoscopes? Don't pretend you don't know what's horoscopes. Yeah, the stars. Yeah, there's that thing, all this thing, right? Which is very among your peers, your classmates. I'm sure you believe in horoscopes, right? Yes. Okay. So do be careful. Rububiyyah is one of the things in which even saying good luck means that you are implying that other than Allah, something may make things happen great. You cannot even say, yeah, let's say Akram is a doctor and helping me to cure my illness. Everybody else failed except him. I cannot say because of you, I'm cured. It's completely against Rububiyyah. Simple things in which you think that is innocent to Allah is huge.
So even saying unfortunately.
Yes, unfortunately, yeah, good luck and all this we discussed. Yeah, you are not supposed to say this because you are implying that other things can happen without Allah's will. Yeah. Next after Rububiyyah is As-Sama wa Sifat, right? Allah's names and attributes, in which all of us must understand where Allah is, right? He's above the seven heavens, yeah? So he has the names of Al-Alim, Al-Khabir, Al-Sami', Al-Basir, in terms of his knowledge. So when you read the Quran, right? If you read Surah 50, verse number 16, right? 50, 16.
يوم نقول الجنة
Yeah. The 16.
What did Allah say? What's Abdul Aziz?
ولقد خلقنا الإنسان ونعلم ما توسوس به نفسه ونحن أقرب إليه من حبل الوريد.
وَنَحْنُ أَقْرَبُ إِلَيْهِ مِنْ حَبْلِ الْوَرِيدِ. He is nearer to you than the jugular vein. Right? I said with no knowledge. What would they mean? That means the physical distance is not a jugular vein. But it's not true, right? Or if you read Surah number, Abdullah, you know this, Surah number 2, verse number 186. What is it? Right in the middle of fasting. Sorry? After Shahr Ramadan alladhi.
وإذا سألك عبادي عني فإني قريب
Yes.
أجيب دعوة الداعي إذا دعان فليستجيبوا لي وليؤمنوا بي لعلهم يرشدون.
Yes, what does it mean?
And if my servant were to ask you about me,
Tell them.
I'm near.
I'm here.
I answer dua for that one.
Yes.
فليستجيبوا, let them submit to me.
Yeah. And believe in me so that they will be in that right. Yeah. So when you read this, if you do not know about the tafsir, what would you think? Allah said he's near. What would you have in your impression? That he's close to you physically, is he? Right? But is it true physically? No. Allah can never be in His creation. Allah can never be in His creation. He's always there. Yeah. Last one tawhid is al-uluhiyyah wa nasab wajib. This is where your culture, of course, our culture, right? My culture, right? Go to the graves and all this in order to ask for this. Yes, of course. Yeah, a lot. Yeah, good relation in Indonesia, all this. Yeah. So all these brothers, tawhid, you must understand completely, right? Kestas, you understand now? Or you understood? So when you guide a person in Islam, you must explain in this manner, so that he would not make, inshallah, with Allah's will, any mistake during tawhid. Because if you make a mistake with tawhid, what happens? Opposite of tawhid is shirk. And shirk is an unforgivable sins. Surah number 4, verse number 116 and 48. Yeah, that you must understand. Yeah. Other than that, after talking about the question was about how to enter Jannah. Knowledge is the most important thing. Secondly, seek Allah's guidance and to worship. Yeah? Because without Allah's guidance, all of us won't be here. So there must be ways that you and I must do in order to get Allah's guidance. Yeah? For example, Quran, ذَلِكَ الْكِتَابُ لَا رَيْبَ فِيهِ هُدًى لِلْمُتَّقِينَ, Salah, اهْدِنَا الصِّرَاطَ الْمُسْتَقِيمَ. Yeah? Attending these classes and other classes, inshallah. Many things to get Allah's guidance. Brothers, guidance will not come to you. if you do not seek guidance. Remember the videos I showed you about the sister? Yeah, if you look at her first few videos, you see how sincere she was, how much she was really excited about the Quran, right? And alhamdulillah, right, Allah guided her within about 2 weeks. She became Muslim. I think 2 or 3 weeks. She became Muslim, right? A sister who took Shahada in my class in Central Mosque about last week, she took about 3 months for guidance. That's quite a short time for becoming Muslim, right? So very important that you make the effort to seek guidance. If you don't read the Quran, then it's your fault, right? You do not know I'm not supposed to wear tabiz, right? Then I'm not so I cannot mix around. There's no free mixing. I do not know. I must not lower my gaze, right? All these kind of things are in the Quran. Yeah, that all of us must understand. Yeah. Other than guidance, what else must we do to get at the Jannah, inshallah? Make sure your deeds are accepted. Right? This is under the big umbrella, the topic, because deeds are only good if they are accepted. That means you must have sincerity, right? Do it for the sake of Allah. Secondly, upon Quran and Sunnah. Thirdly,
not remind.
Same thing, sincerity.
Not remind someone who did it.
Yeah, sincerity. That you do it for the sake of Allah. Right? That either you must be a Muslim or you do not commit shirk. That's why Tawhid comes first, right? If you commit shirk, your deeds will be gone, finished. Right? So after that, what else must we do in order to Jannah?
Righteous friends.
Make dua to Allah. What dua can you make? Very simple, right? Allahumma inna as'aluka al-jannah 3 times, right? Whatever if you say 3 times?
Jannah will allow him to.
Yes. Same thing as the other one. Allahumma
Jannah min nar.
yeah, Jannah min nar 3 times, which means Ya Allah protect us from hellfire. Hellfire would ask Allah to protect you from hellfire. That is authentic hadith, inshallah. Other dua, the most important dua. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanah wa fil akhirati hasanah wa qina adzaban. Surah number 2, verse number. Salah.
214, I think.
1 is Islam. 1 was Islam, but difficulty to understand the Jannah. 201. Yeah. So we do need to know the source, right? Other than dua, what else must we do? Tariq? How would enter Jannah? We did just now. The good deeds must be accepted.
Abiding by the Quran and Sunnah.
Yeah, we did just now. What else?
Avoid innovations.
Okay. Let's put under the heading of seek protection from shaitan. It's a huge heading, right? Because most of the time when we do sins, because of 3 things. First of all, it is lack of knowledge, right? Secondly, our nafs, who is always disobeying Allah, surah number 12, verse number 53. Thirdly, shaitan. So, and fourthly, guidance. Allah do not guide us, right? It is important that we understand all this. Other than that, what else would allow us to enter Jannah? Yes, of course. Yeah, Allah's mercy. Yes. Other than that, intercession from many. Right? The most important one, of course, Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. What else can intercede means what? Okay, do you know what intercession? Intercession means that there is something that is able to tell Allah, Ya Allah, I guarantee, they're like a lawyer who will guarantee to Allah, Ya Allah, let me intercede, help him to enter Jannah. And we know that the main source of intercession would be Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. And how do we get this? After the adhan, the dua after the adhan. Yeah, after the adhan, the dua. Allahumma rabbani da'watan tamma. Yeah. So intercession, yeah, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Other than that,
Also, that we have a Islamic in Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Make it.
yeah, let's do intercession first. Right. What else? Quran, when you see Quran, you see this person wasn't sleeping because I'm really intercede for him. Right? Authentic. Other than Quran, fasting, we'll say this person was hungry because I'm really intercede for him.
A good friend.
Other than that,
A good friend.
before that, one important surah, Al-Mulk. Al-Mulk will intercede for us until we are forgiven or until it causes us to enter Jannah. Right? Very important. You recite this before you sleep, right? Or in any other time, of course, but the sunnah before you sleep, inshallah. Yeah? Other than that, who else will intercede? Some of your friends.
A good friend. A good friend.
Someone who, if Allah allows you to see, right? يشفع عنده إلا بإذنه. Even if Prophet Muhammad intercedes for you and me, if Allah says that wisdom.
The last two verses of Surah Al-Baqarah.
Um,
When you go to sleep.
you have the Jannah or intercession. No intercession. We are talking about intercession.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah, it's only Al-Mulk and of course the rest of the Quran. Yeah. Anyone other than that who will intercede for us? Allah Himself. Right? Allah is the last one who will help us at the Jannah, inshallah. Right?
Also,
Yes.
your son, he's ayat Quran.
Yes, of course. As I said, some of the believers will be allowed to intercede. Yeah, as you said, so one of them is the Qari in the Quran, memorizing Quran, always. But memorizing Quran means also you need to implement, inshallah. Right? Not just memorize blindly. Yeah? What's the thing?
15 minutes.
How many minutes? 15? When did I last?
80.
Okay. Other than that, how do we enter Jannah? Yes. Yes. Ayatul Kursi, we recite this after every salah. Nothing will prevent you from entering Jannah except death. So if you, even though you don't die now, you die later, because Ayatul Kursi will help you enter Jannah. Yeah. Having good companions are very important, right? So you can come back to Shaitan. Shaitan was also the 7 traps of Shaitan. Would be 7 traps of Shaitan. Shirk. Now innovations first. Second, third one, major sins, minor sins. Number 5,
I think when they start ibadat and
choosing the less important good deeds. Number 6,
I'm wasting.
doing things that are mubah, allowed, and you're wasting your time. Right? Last one, all-out attack of Shaitan. Right? All-out attack. Everything as it they attack all of a sudden. Everything that you are wicked, they will attack you. Right? It's not hadith, I think it's from the scholars. Just like brothers, you know, right? The 3 branches of Tawheed is not in any hadith. Some scholars will help us to explain about what is. It helps us, has helped me a lot myself to understand what is Tawheed. Yeah. Any other things? Companions. Your companions. Choose your confidence wisely. Yeah, because if not, you would be now in Oxford Street, Black Friday sale. I was there just now, right? Because my gym was there, so it's so crowded, subhanAllah. Right? Oh, sorry.
So tomorrow will be conversations with people in Barzakh.